Welcome back. So today I'll be showing you guys how you can get free iconic players throughout the new season of Madden Mobile 26. So let me get straight into it, starting off by saying, look at this team right here. It's actually a pretty solid starting point that I have because I've been playing throughout the game. If you guys haven't been playing throughout the game, then you're not going to get players. That's just how it's going to be. Today's the third day of Madden Mobile 26. So this team already is a great starting point for me at a 3,125 overall, and we're only going up from here for sure. The boost has been hit, which is great. When you guys go ahead and boost up your team, you will go ahead and get epic Brock Bowers, and then you'll get a chance to get an iconic Brock Bauer, but those epics will trade in for an iconic, which I think is really nice. So you do have that iconic Brock Bowers that you do get if you keep breaking up your team with training points. How do you get training points exactly though? Let's get into the first way to get an iconic. Training points can be achievable throughout your daily goals and throughout the game in general, anywhere, especially in point attack. That's a really good way to get it if you are really good at point attack. And then you have as well with the Saquon journey. With every single Saquon journey, you get 3,370 training, which is really nice. So I'm at year 5. That means I got a lot of training. Plus, I spent a little bit of Madden cash to get training to get my overall up. That's the thing, guys. If you play Madden Mobile 25, you should have had a lot of Madden cash. Maybe you wanted to save it for a good promo or field pass upcoming if you didn't like this one, and I understand that. But I just made the decision to spend all my Madden cash, so I simply just got a good starting point. So if you're like, oh, how'd you get the iconics? Well, a little bit of Madden cash did the justice. And how much was it exactly? I would say around maybe 15,000, because I did save a decent amount, and we get a lot though. Don't think like, oh, that's a lot of Madden cash. It is though, but it really isn't, because you guys can get a ton of Madden cash when you claim iconic players. So don't worry. And this is a lot of Madden cash, by the way, too. So yeah, that's a lot of Madden cash there. You also get a lot of Madden cash in the welcome back reward startup thing too. So there's a lot of ways to get Madden cash throughout the game, even daily goals. As I said, a lot more. That journey too gives you 910 Madden cash every single journey. So I had Madden cash, and I got additional Madden cash, which helped me so much. But besides that, let's head into the next way to get an iconic player, which is going to be throughout the field pass. Even though that first thing was a field pass player, obviously a season team training, and it's a part of the field pass, but we're going to get into how to get more iconics throughout the field pass, which is obviously you can play throughout the field pass, complete your objectives, get uncommons for rares, for epics, because that's how a field pass works. There's no tokens. It's just you play your objectives, and then you get players, and you trade them in. You can even trade in the core players for field pass players, and then you get your iconics that way, which is really nice because you could do a random iconic, which is fantastic. But back to this, the journey. If you guys hit a certain overall, you can get an iconic throughout the journey, which I think is the most funnest thing ever, because it's a free iconic if you play throughout the game. It's just simple as that. A lot of these methods I'm going to show you guys, you're going to have to play throughout the game, just like the current field pass. If you play throughout the field pass every day, your stamina comes back up. You will auto the given events that are 30 stamina each. Only do the 30 stamina ones because it gives you 60 opening drive tokens and 30 opening drive points. But that will help you so much. Plus, if you do a refill, it's just going to be so nice. And then you'll get tokens or trade them in for players, obviously. And that's how that will go. Now, with those basic ways to get iconics out of the way, let's get into the real stuff, which I think this is more the gambling side of how to get an iconic, which you can't get iconics out of a pro pack. So kind of forget about those, but don't really, because you could pull epics. Remember, epics get traded in for iconics, which is really nice. But all pro packs and Madden packs have the chance at an iconic. All pro packs a little bit less, and Madden packs actually have a 4.4% chance, which, knowing EA, is pretty high of a chance to pull a really good player. So that's kind of the luck side of the game, 100%. Moving into more of the kind of, again, you have to play the game to get players in a way. We have the goals, which this is more of, obviously, you're playing throughout things you don't even know, and then boom, you get a pop-up message claiming an iconic, which is fantastic, by the way. So if you acquire 20 epics and 40 epics and 60 epics, you will get an iconic player. So that's 3 iconic players that you guys will get, which is fantastic. Now, I claimed some rare, some epics. So I already claimed a bunch of these epics, which epics are great too, because epics going for iconics. Don't pass up on epics, guys. Epics are the best thing ever because they get transferred in for an iconic player. An iconic is an iconic. that just gives you an iconic, and don't complain about it, right? There's also Madden Cash that you get, as I was explaining. So when you guys get iconic players, you will get Madden Cash, which will help you go ahead and complete more things throughout the game to then get high overall, to get more iconics. That's how the game works. There's a system to it all, right? Now, with those methods, the process could be very lucky, as I was saying. If you open a pack, you pull an iconic, that's fantastic. You can get it right away. Or you can take a couple of days to grind and then get an iconic. You could take weeks to grind and then get an iconic. There's just different ways throughout the game to get certain things. Now, this is another way to get some players if you're playing throughout the game, which is the core trades. You'll get uncommons for rares, for epics, kind of like the field pass, and then you'll get an iconic. Now, this is a basic iconic. The field pass is higher overall and just kind of a good iconic, but these iconics, though, are really nice to just build a team around. And also, by you doing this, you will be claiming epic players, which will then get you iconics unlimited, as I was explaining. But these iconics right here, fantastic. Keep on doing them. Obviously, over time, you'll get a bunch of iconics throughout your team, and then you will go in and do some iconic select packs, and then they'll go updated, and then the process keeps going. Now, the last two things, which, again, everything is kind of together in a way, but when you're playing throughout the game, you'll get up an overall. Welcome back rewards. There's an iconic at 3,150 overall, which is fantastic. And there's 5 days left in this. I'm definitely hitting that 100%. I grinded so much and got throughout all of this, which is really nice. Make sure you guys play your Seg 1 journey. That's what helped me start this all off. It gives you a lot of mana cash, a lot of coins, a lot of training points to build everything throughout the game. Don't pass up on that. It is the best mode. Also, play everything. Do everything possible, but journey is a must to do right away. And then the last, the final thing to get an iconic player, which is just generic because you're going to log into the game regardless. You get an iconic in the daily login calendar. At day 7, you'll get an iconic player. You also get some more rewards when you log in before then, but still, an iconic right there is fantastic. Just log into the game and you'll get one in time, okay? Now, here's the thing. When this whole entire login calendar ends in 7 days, the iconic will be at 21 days, not 7 anymore. So you'll get more rewards, which you'll probably get more epics in there, a little more mana cash, which is great. But yeah, you also get packs too, like all pro packs and mana packs, which will help you obviously get a chance to pull an iconic. But then the iconic now, when the calendar gets extended, will be 21 days in. So that will be a little bit longer. So the process to get an iconic is going to take a while, unless you get lucky, as I said, and pull it in a pack. So that's kind of the process of pulling iconics throughout Madden Mobile 26 and how it's going to go 100% throughout your journey. Just look at my team. 3 days in. Today starts the 3rd day, so it's 2 days of grinding, and just today starts another day of grinding. Arena just unlocked too, so you can grind Arena, and sooner or later League vs. League will unlock, and then we'll get also Versus to unlock, and then Draft Champions and all the stuff. So there will be more opportunities to play throughout the game and have fun and earn stuff 100%. But I think a big goal to get iconics is just playing throughout promos, field passes, and then, you know, grinding the journey, Madden base, to, you know, build up training points, get coins up in packs, get lucky here and there, just do a bunch of stuff. As you can see, I did all that and I got this right here, which is very nice. So there you have it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like down below. That's how you will get some free iconic players throughout Madden Mobile 26 without spending money. Free to play, by the way. That's what that means. Free to play. I'm playing this game freely. I'm not putting money into it, and I'm getting a team like this. I'm getting iconic players, like getting epic players. Epics will go in for iconics later on. All these epics will give me a decent amount of iconics, by the way, which is great. I'll probably get like 2 or 3 out of there. But yeah, because 5 epics is for 1 iconic. I got some promo field pass ones in here too, which is nice as well. So yeah, I'm pretty good right now. Comment down below your situation, how many iconics you have. Let me know how it's going a couple days in. I didn't want to make this video right away just because there was no need to make the video right away, because you have to be a couple days into the game to then explain how to get iconics and how everything works. And I also wanted to get iconics to show you that I can do it, okay? That it's possible, that you can do it too. So keep grinding, guys. As I said, hopefully you guys do enjoy. Drop a like down below if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.